Hey girl, hey! Welcome back. It's crazy to say that, welcome back. So we have 13 subscribers, which is just 13 new friends to me. Some of you I do know, but a majority of you actually I don't know at all. So I just made new friends this week. That makes me happy. I'm going to brunch today. I'm going to make this video a lot faster than my last one. I'm already moisturized and primed. I'm going to brunch today with some friends. And as a surprise this morning, my husband was like, let's go get you a new palette. I'm not going to say no to that. So we went to Ulta really quick and I got the Morphe. Let's see. This is the 350 Nature Glow. Oh, I've been dying for this palette. Look how beautiful this is. So I like keeping my eye makeup for right now pretty neutral. So I've been really excited to get this because really there's only two shades that I don't feel like I'm going to use right off the bat. And that's these, this orange and this orange red shade right here, these two. But for the rest of them, I'll use this. So I am going to go in with my foundation. I have pore filler primer on. I've got the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And then I also went in on my forehead because I have huge pores on my forehead with the NYX Pore Filler and on my nose because I have really big pores in my nose. It just can't be helped. So I'm excited to use this palette. I'm super excited. Cannot believe that happened this morning, but I wasn't going to say no. So I'm going to go in really quickly with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo. This is the liquid highlighter. I use this kind of as under my foundation just to give me a glow from within. So I will just put this all over. It just helps under my foundation to make it look, because the foundation I'm going to use is kind of mattifying and I just don't like a matte. And I'm trying to, when I went to Ulta, I was trying to find this luminous pressed powder and I couldn't remember the freaking brand that Tati was talking about in one of her videos. And of course I didn't look it up while I was in there, and as soon as I got into the car I went and looked, and it's the CoverGirl, what is it, Master, oh what was it, CoverGirl, anyways, it's a luminous one. I can't remember the name of it. I'll tell you guys in the next video. I literally just looked it up and already forgot because of course I'm rushing. I tried to shoot a video last night and looked down and I wasn't recording. And it was at like the end spot. So cheers to being a cluster, right? So, I have an outfit already picked out for today. So I think I'm going to go in with some glitters and everything, but let's get to the foundation. I am going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I mixed two different colors though, because during the summer I do get tanner. I'm going to use the Nude Ivory, but I'm going to put a touch of the Buff Bisque in there for today. And I'm just going to mix them on the back of my hand. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to go to brunch today. I live in Vegas, so we're going to do brunch. I can't remember where we decided we're going to go. And then we're going to go to Fremont Street to People Watch because it's just so fun. So I got a damp beauty blender. I'm going to just kind of coat that on there. Boop. Get the rest of it. I try to concentrate it more on the center of my face and not so much the outside, because I'm going to go in on the outside with powder anyways. And just blend that out. I'm going to try and be as quick as I can today because I am on a bit of a time crunch. And you guys don't need to sit through another 45-minute video, you know? Thank you for everybody who did, if you watched the whole thing. Okay. I hate the sound that a beauty blender makes when you're patting it in. For the beauty blender, try to press it. I mean, if it works for you, do it, but I think the whole point of a beauty blender is to try to avoid the streaks on your face, and if you're pulling at it, then streaks are inevitable. I finally went and renewed my powder concealer that I use from Bare Minerals today because Colleen didn't send it to me. Just kidding, she probably can't find it. Or maybe I didn't even leave it there. I don't like using a liquid foundation around my eyes because I do pull at my eyes. I do have, you know, a lot of lines down here, a lot of lines in here. So I like to go in with a powder concealer, which to find one that works for you is actually pretty difficult. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the ivory and just concentrate it into a couple areas. If you guys want to see me do anything specific, let me know. And if I haven't done it, I'll give it a shot, and maybe you can watch me crash and burn, or maybe I'm going to pull it off miraculously, and it's going to be great. Oh my God. I hate rushing to try and do your makeup. All right, there we go. That should do. Always get the nostrils. I always forget to go up like this. And so I'll have foundation, then it'll just stop right where my nostrils are. But I also have terrible allergies, so it doesn't really matter if I put it there because I'm just going to use a tissue to take it off later. Okay, that should be good enough. The reason why I wanted to try and find that luminous setting powder is because I find that the Airspun one, I mean, it's super popular. I get it, but it is also super matte, and I already battle kind of dry skin, so having a powder that's super matte, I have to go really light-handed with this to set everything because I just don't like the look of. So I really am just going to put this kind of in my T-zone, on my nose especially, kind of set that, and around my chin. I'm really not going in with a whole lot. And then whatever's left on the brush, I will set the rest of my face. But I just concentrated in those areas especially. Okay, perfect. All right, and I'm gonna go in with that Physicians Formula Ultimate Butter Collection that I used last time for my bronzer. I can't find my individual one that I have for the butter bronzer, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we got. You know what I'm saying? We had a little date night last night, was why I was trying to shoot that video, because I was trying to shoot for you guys, and I had promised that I was gonna do a daytime to date night look. So I had done like a pretty neutral face and eye during the day, and then I went and did a smoky eye with red lips, and I didn't record it. I'm so bummed. So I promise that I'll get that on here for you guys so you can see my process. It's really fast. It was only going to be like a 10-minute video. I don't know what happened, but can't do anything about it now. But my makeup looked really good, so I was even more sad about it because it did look so good. So I go in with the bronzer first, and then I'm going to go in and conceal because I get kind of messy with the bronzer, but I also want to make sure that I lighten this area, and it'll give me more of a transition. So I actually do it backwards from a lot of people. A lot of people will conceal first and then go in with bronzer. I do it the opposite way because I try to eliminate what I'm doing to my cheeks right now and give space and a clear palette for my blush in a little bit. And always down the neck with the bronzer so that it'll go into my chest. Awesome. That'll do for now. So I'm going to, oh man, I've got to open this thing and I don't have any nails right now. Oh, it opened really easy. Yes. Everything's working out as it should. The cosmos are coming together. It's going to be a good day. A good day. So this is the Bare Minerals concealer, and it's in the shade Well Rested. So if that will focus, it's not going to, that's fine. Well Rested really works well for me. It's kind of got a yellow undertone, so it reminds me a little bit of like banana powder. But it as a concealer, I'll spot conceal my acne with this. I'm so over having acne. When's it going to go away? Is it ever going to go away? I mean, so I just take a really small amount on the cap, and I take just a really light, small brush, and I really only use this brush for concealer. All right, and we're just going to go in. And then I take it down the side of my nose just to, I mean, it is so light and bright, and I love it so much. And it doesn't fall into my creases. It doesn't move throughout the day. And it really, oh, so good. All right. I mean, the difference, and it gets rid of, I have purple under my eyes, like really, really fluorescent purple, and it completely covers all of that as well. It's just good stuff. And I've never been able to find a liquid concealer setting powder combo that works quite as well as this. And I think that for redheads that are more on the cool neutral side, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. Even for warm tones though, really, because it is pretty, I mean, in the pod, it looks super pigmented, but it actually, once it's on your skin, it just blends like a dream. And always, I go as much on my nose as I can because I do have those big pores. So if I use anything around my eyes or anything, I always try to just give a little love to my nose, because since my pores are big and it does get a little bit oily, I try to layer some product on my nose to try and just get it to stop doing what it's naturally going to do. So I'm going to take that little concentrated brush and I'm going to go in with a little bit and just cover up my acne. And go around my nose. As I've gotten older, I realized I'm getting red around my nose. That never was a problem before. Hey, that was all I needed to do. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. I can feel it. So now we are concealed. We're bronzed. Let's blend into that hairline a little bit more. If you are fair and you are bronzing, put it in your hair. I promise you. It makes it look so much better than just getting that white line. Especially if you have thin hair like me. I have really thin hair, so you can see when my hair is pulled back. I mean, there's no helping it. But I'm not going to start putting eyeshadow in my hair. That's just not going to happen for me. Okay. So now that all my powder's on for now, I'm going to go ahead and work on my eyes. And then I'll go in with my blush and my highlighter. So I'm going to use my new palette. Yay! What am I going to do with this? I think that I'm going to start out with a pretty neutral transition shade. I think I'm going to start with this one right here. And it looks like that is, they have it, the names of it. So let's see. So I'm going to go in with Wannabe from this palette. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. So I'm going to take a blending brush. I don't know how pigmented this is, so I'm going to go light-handed to start. And then we'll see where we go from there. Oh my God, it is so pretty. I'm just so excited about this new palette. And I love how supportive my husband is. He's like, if you're going to start your channel, then you need to just invest in yourself. What I feel is so true. I always worry about, you know, we could be buying better things with this money, but really this palette is $25. Like, it's not some obscene thing. Even my Jaclyn Hill one, that was like 40 bucks. I mean, it's really not a whole lot to be spending on yourself. I spent $25 on, you know, 2 glasses of wine at dinner. This is going to last a lot longer than that. Glasses of wine are overpriced. This isn't overpriced. This is underpriced. Okay. All right. Oh, that is just so gorgeous. And I am going to take this up pretty high as the transition shade. I'll just go in and highlight my, I should have done my eyebrows first, but it's fine. This is what happens when I rush. I just go all over the place. So I think I'm wearing kind of a mustard shirt today with some camel shoes and a purse. So I think I'm going to try to keep along those same lines. So let's see here. I'm gonna go in, I think, with Choco, which is this color right here in the middle. I'm gonna go in with that, I think, and define out my crease. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh. That is so... I'm going to stay to the outside, work that up there, and then take it in once the product is kind of placed already. I get this pocket right here where pigment doesn't really want to catch. So I have to really make sure that I concentrate it there. All right. And then I'm going to go in with that other brush that I was using and blend it out. Always blend it out. Blend until your arms fall off. If you need to go in and deepen it up, you can go in for a second layer, but just don't just leave it there. Blend it. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, 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 blend. You can always put on more. That is so pretty. All right. So I'm going to keep it on to the outside. And then I'm going to take it in. And then I will open my eyes just to see where it's placing. To see if I need to adjust what I'm doing to keep it even. Even Steven. And then go in and blend it out. All right, perfect for me. All right, so I'm going to go in with a darker shade right here in the corners to give myself some depth. And then on my lid, I'm going to lighten it up on the inner corner. So I'm going to go in with a darker shade. I think that I'm going to use this, let's see, this shade called Cafe right here. It's like a darker chocolatey brown. It's got a little red in it, I feel. So I'm just very lightly going to put that on the tip of this, very center tip of this brush, and just go into that outer corner of my lid and a little bit into that crease just to give me some definition and some depth. I'm not going to take it up very far. And I think that today I'm going to go in with a liquid liner as well. These blend so well. Oh my gosh, I am so impressed for a $25 palette. But I have heard such good things about Morphe. I have a couple of their other products, and they really do. I mean, there's a reason why they are such a huge name in makeup. I mean, their products are just accessible, beautiful. I feel like they work so well with different skin tones. I mean, just stunning. All right. Okay, now the last thing that I'm going to do to give myself that definition that I'm searching for, I'm going to blend that out, is I'm going to go in with a flat brush, a thin flat brush, not like a, oh gosh, not like one of these. I'm going to go in with an actual rounded brush. I'm going to take, I actually am going to go into my Jaclyn Hill palettes. Come on. Because I know what shade I'm looking for. And this one does not have that shade just as dark. So in the Jaclyn Hill palette, they have this really, really, really dark, it's almost like a purple brown right here. I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to very, very lightly put that right in this corner. And this stuff, she partnered with Morphe for this palette. So their stuff is pigmented. I'm talking pigment. It looks crazy, I know. Just bear with me. Trust the process. Always trust the process. And I know this looks kind of crazy for brunch, but if I'm going to take the time to do my face, I really am going to do exactly what I want to do. And if I want to go heavy-handed for brunch, then so be it. And I'm going to just blend that out a little bit. There we go. That's what I want. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go and take that brush as well. I'm gonna wipe it off. I always have a towel nearby. It hangs on my vanity so that I can do this. And then I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take that shade that I went in second to start blending. I'm gonna take that red shade and I think I'm gonna put that on the bottom of my, I'm going to keep it more to the outside though, because this is it's a lot going on. All right, there we go. And then always bring it up so that it's going to melt into what we already have going on here. I look like a raccoon. So in this palette, I'm not sure how these are going, the glitters are going to go. So I'm going to go in with kind of a bigger flat definer brush. This one's a little bit bigger than that other one. And I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to mix two shades together. I'm going to mix together the shade Clear and the shade Sparks. These two, so this one right here and this one down here. I'm going to mix those two together and put that. Yeah, we're going to need some help here. Sparks is a little too dark, so I'm just going to go with Clear. Switcheroony. Just to lighten up that inner corner. And then I did get these, oh, that's pretty. I did get these Wet n Wild, I do love Wet n Wild. When I was in middle school and getting into makeup, Wet n Wild was kind of like the cheap stuff that you could get that you really could figure out what you liked, but you weren't wasting a bunch of money if you didn't know what you were doing. And they are still one of the most, next to e.l.f., budget-friendly brands. But honestly, what they do, like, drugstore has come such a long way. It's insane. I mean, they have gotten so ridiculously competitive with higher end brands. And I mean, oh man. So I'm going to take this. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. And this is in the shade Cashmere Love. With these kind of glitter, I will always put it on with my finger. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh. We're just gonna go all out for brunch, let me tell you what. I'm going with my friend Liz, and she has been my makeup student. She is Mexican and she has rosacea, so I've been trying to tell her what she can kind of do to help, and also her undertones, and she wears a lot of blue and it just looks so stunning on her. And every time she comes to see me, she's like, I'm doing my makeup today. And I'm just so proud of her. She's come such a long way, and she really she's taken to it like a duck in water. So whenever I go to brunch with her, I always try to put more of a effort into my makeup, because I know that she looks at it and is trying to figure out how she can do it. So don't pull your eye, but if you do, then do it. I do it because I've never been gifted enough to do it without pulling my eye. This is the e.l.f. Felt Pen Liquid Liner. The felt pen tip is honestly incredible. It's not too flexible. It's not too firm. It just really, and I go back and forth because if you put the right amount of pressure, you can kind of do that. And I like it, I like it blended out a little bit. And I always get into those lashes because you're going to be able to see if I don't do that. So I don't give myself a crazy wing. I just go basically to where, when I put the mascara on, where my natural lashes are going to fall, just to give them a little bit more, my nose is running, give them a little bit more definition. Okay, I'm going to put on my brows. We're going to wrap up blush. We're going to wrap up highlighter. I'm going to do my brows real quick. Since I have done a heavier eye, I am going to go in with a darker color. So I'm going to take the MAC Espresso eyeshadow pod. This is what I use. I was telling you last time, when I go to events or if I'm doing something heavier, I will go in with a darker brown, because I just don't feel like that red that's going to match my hair is going to do this eyeshadow justice. So let's go ahead and carve this out real quick. I promised this video wasn't going to be 45 minutes long. I'm going to try and keep it around 30, and then I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better at it. Yes. Ooh, what a difference eyebrows make. I'm not going to go in super crazy with them, though. I'm just going to... shade a minute. Nobody likes watching somebody else do their eyebrows, but once I get to this part, I will flip it so it's lengthwise, and then I'll turn it as I'm going out, and I feel like that helps me get that natural, thicker in the middle, skinnier on the outside kind of look. And then I will go in once they're both on, and I will even them up, because one of my eyebrows comes in more than the other. My left brow is my problem child. My right brow is the straight A student. All right. Perfect. That's what we're going to do there. And brush them out and up. I'm going to take a little brush, and I'm just going to pop a highlight color under my brow. I'm going to go in with the color Popular. It's like this very pinkish nude. Very lightly. I'm so excited to go out today. I just love when my makeup turns out good. And you're just feeling confident. Like you have your life together, even if you don't have your life together, but who really does have their life together? And if you do, kudos to you, because I certainly do not. But I do have a husband who suggested that we go to Ulta to get me makeup today, so winning. I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with, oh no, where is it? Okay, there it is. The Milani Baked Brush. This is the Luminoso. This is the comp, the like drugstore comp to the NARS Orgasm Blush. Pop that in there. For redheads, it's beautiful. It's peachy. It's pink. It's shimmery. It's just, it's good. It's good stuff. And I'm not going to go crazy with it. And I swear everything's Wet n Wild today, but they were like 50% off, so I just did a huge haul. So I got this Wet n Wild Hustle and Glow. This is the loose highlighting powder. I will usually go in with something more fair, but I find that when I have bronzer on, it pops a little bit too much for me, so I wanted to get something more on the gold side. So this is gold, but since I did a brown smoky, a brown smoky eye, then I'm going to go in with some gold just to make sure that everything's kind of in the same color spectrum. That is so pretty. I think I'm going to use this as an inner corner highlight too. Sandy, who I work with, shout out Sandy, She did not know what to do with her inner corner, and she watched my video, and she came in with her inner corner highlight looking all bright and lit from within, and her eyes were popping. I'm not going to put this on my chin or my nose or my chin because it is, I was about to, but I'm not going to because it is gold and I don't want that. So I will go in with the lighter shade on my nose and on my chin, but that is so pretty. Woo! Woo! I wanted to shoot that video for my date night because my friend Annie told me she wanted to see it and I was supposed to shout her out and I couldn't do it then because, well, I did. It just didn't record. So I'm shouting out now, Annie. Look at me go. And then on the forehead, as I said last time, when there's nothing on my brush, just because I put that matte powder up there, I don't like having a matte face. Well, mascara, and then I will wrap this up so you guys can go about your day, find your next video to watch, relax, have a leisurely Saturday or whatever day that you're watching this video. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. This stuff, if you guys like the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, this is your dupe. This is the best mascara I have ever used in my life. It is lengthening. It is volumizing. It doesn't clump. It doesn't flake. Once it gets a little dried out, it does flake, but this is a brand new pod. This stuff is just unbeatable. I'm going to let this side dry and then go in with the second layer. I will do 2, 3, 4 layers depending on the day. Mascara and highlighter are my favorite, and I mean favorite makeup staples. Like I cannot, if I travel and I'm like, oh man, I'm only going for a week and I'm not going to take that much mascara or that much makeup, I take my mascara, I take my highlighter, I take that concealer and this one eyeshadow pod that I have freaking had for forever, and it is the most beautiful everyday shade, and the label is all worn off on it because I use it so much, but it's just this brown purpley shade that is so stunning for every day. And then that luminous, that Milani blush, and that's my overnight makeup. But at the very least, I am going to put highlighter on my face and I'm going to put mascara on. I love mascara. I think it's because I have blonde lashes. It just makes such a difference for me. Makes me look like I'm alive. Everybody's so big into the lash extensions right now, and I just don't, I rub my eyes too much, and I really enjoy washing my face at the end of the day and feeling clean, and I just don't think that I could not wash my eyes. Or just use that makeup remover. Like I just lather my whole face. If you guys want to know what my skin routine is, just let me know, because I feel like after so many years, I finally have gotten to a point where I know exactly what works for my skin, what serums are working, what oils are working, which sounds weird to put oil on your face, but I'm such a believer in rosehip oil. It's crazy how much it has changed my skin. And if I notice that if I don't use it, I'll break out immediately. Like my skin is so dependent on it to keep it moisturized, keep that acne at bay, dry up the acne that has come to the surface. It's just, it's good stuff. All right, inner corner highlight. Gonna go and probably put a little bit, no more blush. Inner corner highlight, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I am gonna use that gold though on my inner corner. This stuff is great. They have all sorts of different shades too. I'm so happy that drugstore brands have become so much more inclusive of like different skin tones and deep skin tones, and just, it makes me so happy to see that everything's getting so much more inclusive and tapping that market that really needs some more options. Even for light skin tones. I mean, I don't think that they realized for a long time that fair skin had different undertones, so it would just be like pink undertones. That's what you got. Everything that was light was pink. That didn't work for everybody. All right, so as always, going in with the Mario Badescu. This is the Aloe Cucumber and Green Tea Spray. I don't know if this one has really a scent, but everything's dry. Everything's looking good. So I'm just going to go in and, ooh, that smells so good. I will throw a hat on this hair, get my outfit changed. I think I'm going to go in with my Tiffany & Co. I actually bought this for our wedding. So this is the Tiffany & Co. I think they don't have a name on it because it's the only one Tiffany has, but it's, oh, if you like the, what is it? The Victoria's Secret Angel, that kind of, not baby powdery, but it's just light and it's fresh and it smells delicious. So good. Then you'll really like that one. I highly recommend it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful scent. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for another video. I'm so happy that I get to spend this time with you and that you guys take the time to hit subscribe so that you get to see my videos. I have 13 new friends now. I didn't put on a lip, so maybe I should do that real quick. I'm just so excited to go to brunch and to talk to you guys, and I'm happy that I got to shoot another video with you. I am going to go in with Wet n Wild. This is the dark pink frost. It's more like a rosy one, but it's not terribly pigmented. There we go. All right. Now I will say goodbye. All right. Cheers, babes. Bye.